Zoetis has developed the Selectable Safeshot Vaccinator to allow you to safely administer a vaccine with minimal risk to the administrator and always allow you to vaccinate in a fast and simple way. The vaccinator has a fully covered shrouded needle to minimise the chance of needle stick injuries. The vaccinator also has a specially designed shroud that's easily pushed forward against the animal to self-tent the skin and enable single-handed vaccination. This is not only fast and simple, but enables your trailing hand to be kept away from the site of vaccination. The Cattle Selectable Safeshot can be used for all your key Zoetis cattle vaccines, such as Ultravac 7-in-1, Ultravac 5-in-1, Pestigard, Vibrovax, Leptoshield, Longrange and Ultravac Botulinum. It has consistent needle depth control and is designed to reduce needle bend and breakage. It also has a variable dose dial so that the dose can be easily adjusted to administer differing dose rates, 2mL, 2.5mL or 5mL. Prior to commencing an animal health treatment, read the label first, as every vaccine has a unique registered label and steps that need to be followed. Always read the label, as it explains the disease the vaccine protects against, the length of protection, steps for the safety of the animal, the environment and the operator, how to store the vaccine and how to dispose of used containers. It's important to note vaccine components can settle and separate, therefore agitate vaccine packs regularly during use. Check the expiry date on all vaccines to ensure that the oldest vaccine in the fridge is used first. There's no withholding period for any Zoetis vaccines. When vaccinating cattle, it's essential that you take your time, calmly handle the animals and ensure that human safety is a priority. Correct use of the vaccinator will increase your safety, reduce the risk of adverse events and improve the overall vaccination experience. If you or someone you are working with observes a suspected adverse event, including human exposure or an animal reaction with any Zoetis product, please contact the product support team on 1800 814 883. It's important to set the vaccinator up correctly and undertake regular maintenance for the best results and to ensure user safety. Treat the applicator as if there's always a needle attached to reduce the risk of accidental human exposure. To remove or attach a needle, use the orange needle tool supplied or pliers, ensuring the protective shroud remains attached. Check the barrel is tight on the vaccinator. Tighten clockwise if needed. Calibration is important no matter if it's a vaccinator, a drench applicator or even your weigh scales. The device must be calibrated prior to use every time to ensure accurate dosing and minimise wastage. To calibrate your vaccinator, ensure there's no needle attached. Then connect the draw-off tube with the open end in clean water. Prime the applicator downwards initially and to eliminate all of the air. Carefully finish priming in an upwards position until the barrel completely fills with water. Test the dose accuracy by using a graduated measuring receptacle. First, set the dose rate at 2mL and then apply 20 full doses of water into the measuring receptacle. This should equal 40mL. There may be a fault if this doesn't occur. With a fail, check the setup and retry. If the vaccinator fails again, use the service kit provided upon original purchase. Insert and retry. Zoetis injectable vaccines are registered to use with a draw-off tube. For best practice attachment of the draw-off tube, make a pilot hole in the rubber stopper of the vaccine pillow pack by piercing it with a sharp, sterile new needle. Next, insert the spigot which is fixed to the middle of the orange screw cap into the centre of the rubber stopper. Screw the cap on gently but tightly to ensure a firm fit is achieved. Prime the applicator downwards initially and to eliminate all of the air. Carefully finish priming in an upwards position until the barrel completely fills with vaccine. For air pockets in the draw-off tube, gently shake the vaccine pack while it's above the vaccinator until the air recedes back into the vaccine pack. When the pack is getting low, you can allow air into the vaccine pack to help empty the last bit of vaccine. When changing to a new pack, ensure a new draw-off tube pack is used each time. Needle selection is important for best practice vaccination for all Zoetis cattle vaccines. Zoetis recommends you use a 16 gauge by 1/2 inch or 12mm needle and administer with a vaccinator at a 45-degree angle to the skin. This will direct the vaccine into the subcutaneous space under the skin, ensuring the vaccine reaches maximum efficacy while minimising any site reactions. The specially designed shroud will grip the outer layer and mechanically tent the skin before the needle penetrates and the injection of the vaccine occurs. To attach the needle, don't remove the shroud. Just use the orange needle tool supplied, the needle cap, or a pair of needle nose pliers. Attach the needle so the beveled edge, the flat open edge of the needle, will be parallel with the skin. Change your needles regularly, about every 50 to 100 doses during the day, or if the needle becomes burred or dirty. This is to make sure that the vaccine achieves maximum effectiveness and does not cause any site reactions. Make sure you place your used needles into a sharps container. Whether cattle are in a crush or a confined space, it's important that they're restrained properly so they don't move during vaccination. Avoid vaccinating cattle when wet or in dusty yards. Also, avoid vaccinating through soiled skin. If required, clean skin with a paper towel. Put the vaccinator on its side so you have visibility of the vaccination area and the shroud tip. Vaccinate at a 45-degree angle to the skin. The vaccine should be given high up on the neck, near the base of the ear, to minimise site reactions and possible carcass trim. Push the vaccinator forward against the animal to self-tent the skin with its specially designed shroud. Continue pushing the vaccinator to inject the vaccine. The vaccine should be injected under the skin in the subcutaneous space and not into the muscle. This ensures the vaccine reaches maximum efficacy while minimising any site reactions. Check the label instructions to understand the shelf life after opening. Most Zoetis vaccines can be used for 30 days after opening when label instructions are followed. Unscrew the orange cap and remove the spigot from the rubber stopper. On removal of the draw-off, the stopper should reseal. Sterilise the vaccine cap with methylated spirits. Place the product back in the original packaging. Writing down the date and keep upright in the fridge between 2 and 8 degrees. Ultravac 7-in-1, Ultravac 5-in-1 and Pestigard can be used for 30 days after opening by following these instructions. When it's time to use the previously opened product, wipe the vaccine cap with methylated spirits. Attach a new draw-off tube or a clean draw-off, one that's been boiled for 10 minutes, and use the remaining product. Clean-up and maintenance of these vaccinators should be undertaken at the end of the day's work. Always use gloves when cleaning your equipment. Ensure there's no needle attached or product remaining in the applicator or the draw-off tube. Your safety and that of anyone around you is important. Fill a container of adequate size with clean warm water and mild detergent. While wearing your gloves, insert the applicator into the water and prime it with the exit and entry orifices remaining underwater. Gently squeeze the handle 20 to 30 times. Remove and inspect. The vaccinator barrel can be accessed and more thoroughly cleaned by first removing the shroud through depressing the black clip underneath, then unscrew the barrel. Wash this thoroughly to remove all material. Keep the side spring slides clean with a quick scrub. Rinse with clean fresh water before reassembling the applicator. To reassemble, apply oil to the O-rings of the vaccinator. Reconstruct in reverse. Reattach the barrel tightly. Always slide and clip the protective shroud back onto the vaccinator. All vaccinators and drench applicators require vegetable oil to lubricate and protect the O-rings. Simply add a few drops to the inlet spigots and pump the handle. Always dispose of your needles correctly in a certified sharps container. Applicators and empty product packs should be carefully placed in landfill garbage. For storage, always clean and lubricate the applicators and keep in a clean, dry place, and they'll be ready to go when you next need them. Thank you very much for watching. I trust you found this informative, and if you have any questions, please visit Livestock Solutions on the Zoetis website for further information.